And the topic today that we'll be discussing is Uber versus Lyft. Which one do you think is better? In my case, I think Uber is better because it's cheaper, it's more locally worldwide, it's only in the metropolitan zones, and they serve food. You can have your own choice of music on the ride, and they're always on time. Uber can take up to two ride sharing, which means that they can select two people at a time, which will increase the cost of the ride. So they'll split up the fare. So that's a good trait that Uber has. Um, they both could generate a flood time cost addition, which I was saying like how they can split up the times with a different person. So it's not like, oh, you get in with a ride with somebody else and you have to pay the whole fee. You can split it up with that other person. So that's good. Filing for both red sharing administrations is $1 toward the beginning of the ride, with a charge of $1.50 for each mile. So it's $100.50 for each mile. So, and Lyft has less drivers, already making it number two, which means Uber is better in some cases because, like I said, it's more worldwide. It's more people interact with it more, and I think Uber, like everybody just knows Uber. That was the first multi-purpose ride-sharing app that was out. So I think everybody is still on Uber. The prices are different because of the vehicles. Like I said, Uber has different vehicles like an Uber XL, Uber SUV, Uber Black, and the prices changed on all of those because of the different cars. The cars could be luxury, or they could be a truck that can fit more people. It depends on how many people you're riding with. Like when you are looking for a ride, you can put 1 through 4 people that are riding with you, and the price will change, and they'll give you a different car. Like I said, you also can get a luxury car, so you can get like a Mercedes Benz, a Cadillac. It all depends how much money you want to pay, or where you're going, or if you want to travel and stop. Uber is a technology platform. Users, you can use it on your phone, laptop, but I prefer to mostly use it on your phone because you're always on the go. You can just pull it up on your app and get the car right there in front of you and ready to go. Sometimes the ride may have food and drinks, but as me personally, I don't like to drink what's in other people's cars, because you don't know what can it be or how long it's been there. So that's just me. Uber beats Lyft in profit as it powers on more rides, which, like I said, Uber is more locally in the metropolitan zone. So some people are more tended to prefer Uber than Lyft because it's easy access. And like I said, Uber was the first ride car sharing app. So compared to 32 million for Lyft, which is lower than Uber. So a lot of people are not using Lyft as that much, but I think today it's a lot of people starting to use it more because they're having more discounts, and if you have rides 5 days a week, you can bring your discount for the Lyft lower that week. 2% of the ride sharing purchase is exchanging their favorite ride, their application online, which means you can make an application online for Lyft and have many discounts and many profits for Lyft as if you had Uber. Lyft offers you many benefits, like I said, you can have, if you do 5 days a week on Lyft, you can get a free trip the next week, so that's good. That's a good benefit. The difference between Uber and Lyft. Uber offers benefits in 58 nations and more than 300 urban communities. So that's like big. That's totally big for Uber. And Lyft just offers rides in the U.S., 46 states, and Canada. So that's where I'm kind of thinking like Lyft is probably going to blow up a little bit more because a lot of people are starting to use them, and you don't want to have to drive to work or catch the train. So it's always easy to catch an Uber or Lyft. And in my personal experience, I also think Uber is better because I've been using Uber since it came out in the App Store, and it's always on time. even when I'm doing the car ride sharing, might not have a little bit of space in there, but the ride is less cheaper. The driver is polite, has food and drinks, like I said, and the ride is just unbelievable. But when you don't have money, call that Lyft up, because the Lyft does have discounts, and you can bring your price a little bit lower. But they both present visible reservations on the equivalent all day, every day, which means they're 24 hours. So that's incredible. Like, you can be 6 in the morning, leaving work, don't want to drive, call an Uber or Lyft. It'll be right there, take you home. Or when you having a drunk night at the club or something, call an Uber or Lyft, get you home in safety. You may be waiting for a little minute, but that's okay. Just call them, because they might be deaf, they might be Spanish, or they can't speak English, or just a different race. So it's always good to call them, or check the picture on the screen to see the race, to see what you're dealing with before you get in the car. It's always a good thing to do. Uber has more drivers. Like I said, they're everywhere, and it has a great territory and a bigger nearness in the metropolitan zone. So I think that's a greater option, and that's why I believe Uber is better. Which means Uber can obtain more cash than Lyft. So that's why I feel like Uber is better, because it can obtain more. And I love how they have the Uber XLs, the Uber SUVs, and luxury cars. You can pull up somewhere in a Mercedes Benz. That's unbelievable. And they can both generate a flood time cost edition, where, like I said, when you're splitting the ride with somebody, you can split the cost. It doesn't have to be, oh, I'm going to my area and you're in the car with me, I have to pay my whole area to the ride. No, it's split up between both of them, because the driver is taking them to 2 different places, so the cost is basically switched up and evened out. So that's a really good trade, and I think Lyft is starting to do that. So Lyft is kind of getting on up there. Lyft also does have less drivers, making it number 2, like I said, but at the end of the day, these are both great companies, and I know they're making great money. So it's all on the person's choice of ride, and I think that if you pick a Uber or Lyft, you will be highly appreciative of your service, and you'll get a lot of good service with any of them. It's just all about your personal experience and your ride sharing. So just get out there and do that, and you'll be great. My name is Jamon Garcia, and that's it.